What is going on, you guys? I'm BM Video Master, and welcome back to another Wicked Wednesday where a scream in the dark is just a friendly face. Now, today, this story was recommended by a certain someone I know, and a big shout out to them. Now, if most of you here are anime fans or fans of My Hero Academia, that's what this is. But as we all know, every generation creates heroes. Every hero attends a school. But there's one academy whose existence has been erased from every map, every government record, and every history book. The few who remember its name refuse to say it aloud, because they know the academy is still accepting students. The acceptance letter arrived without a return address. It wasn't delivery by mail. It appeared on Ethan's bedroom desk while he slept. The envelope was black. The paper felt warm, almost like human skin. Inside was only one sentence. Congratulations, we have been expecting you. There was no application, no interview, no explanation, only a train ticket dated for the following morning. The train station was empty. No workers, no passengers, no announcements. When the old train finally rolled in, every window was completely black. The conductor never spoke. He simply pointed toward an empty seat. And as the train entered a tunnel, every light went out. For nearly 5 minutes. Complete darkness. No sound, no movement. When the lights returned, half the passengers had disappeared. No one reacted, as if they had never been there at all. Blackthorn Hero Academy stood on the edge of a mountain hidden beneath permanent storm clouds. The building looked less like a school and more like an ancient cathedral built for something that should never have been worshipped. Stone statues lined the entrance. Each wore a hero's outfit, and each looked terrified. One statue had tears carved into its face. Another appeared to be screaming. The headmaster greeted every student with a smile that never reached their eyes. Welcome. We have all been chosen. Some of you will become heroes. He paused. The rest will become part of the academy. Nobody laughed. The dormitories had only one rule written above every bedroom door. Do not answer the second knock. Not the first, the second. Nobody explained why. At exactly midnight, the first knock came. 3 slow taps. Every student stayed perfectly still, then silence. Almost a full minute passed. Some students relaxed, then the second knock. This one sounded different. Not from outside, from inside the walls. It traveled through the room, behind the closet, under the bed, inside the ceiling. Then Ethan heard his mother's voice. Honey, she had died 8 years earlier. I've missed you. His entire body froze. Tears filled his eyes, and the voice sounded perfect. Every breath, every pause, every word. Then came another voice. His little sister, his best friend, his grandfather, every person he had ever loved calling his name, begging him to open the door. The door handle began turning by itself, slowly, very, very slowly. Morning arrived. The room across the hall stood wide open, empty. The bed was perfectly made. The student's suitcase was gone. Family photos gone. Class records gone. Even the nameplate outside the room was blank. Only Ethan remembered the boy who had slept there. Days passed and students continued disappearing. Each morning, one less face, one less voice, and one less memory. Soon, Ethan realized something horrifying. The academy yearbook hanging in the main hallway changed every night. Students who vanished slowly appeared inside its pages, smiling, standing beside graduates from decades ago. Their eyes were completely black. If you stared too long, their smiles grew wider. One evening, Ethan discovered a locked hallway beneath the academy. The walls were covered with thousands of scratched messages. Some were barely readable. Others had been carved so deeply the stone itself had cracked. Don't let them say your name. The teachers are not human. We never graduated. They keep us here. Then, at the very end, fresh writing still dripping. Ethan, don't turn around. His breath stopped because no one knew he was down there. Slowly, he looked behind him. Standing only inches away was a student wearing an academy uniform. Except the uniform was decades old, covered in dried blood, its neck bent at an impossible angle. Its face didn't have eyes, didn't have a nose, didn't even have skin. Only a smooth porcelain mask with one enormous smile carved from ear to ear. It whispered without moving, "We've been waiting for the class to complete." Then, every light in the underground hallway went out. The academy bell rang, not 12 times, not 13, hundreds. The sound never stopped. Every classroom door bursted open, and the graduates walked into the halls, thousands of them silent, perfectly synchronized, and every student who had ever disappeared, still wearing their uniforms, still smiling. Their footsteps echoed through the academy in perfect rhythm. One, two, three. One, two, three. No one blinked, no one even breathed. Then every single head turned toward Ethan. At exactly the same moment, together they whispered, "Graduate with us." The walls began breathing, and the ceiling pulsed like a heartbeat. Portraits blinked, and statues climbed down from their pedestals. The academy itself was alive. It had never been a school. It was feeding every class, every year, every generation. It simply disguised itself as a place where heroes were born. When dawn finally came, rescue teams searched the mountain. They found the academy exactly where witnesses described, except it was abandoned. Dust covered every hallway, trees grew through the classrooms. Experts estimated nobody had entered the building for over 200 years. Yet one object sat perfectly clean on the headmaster's desk, a fresh acceptance letter. It bore only one name, Ethan's. Sleep carefully. Some schools teach heroes. This one collects them. Well, you guys, let me know in the comments what you thought of that and what childhood subject you'd like me to do next. Let me know in the comments below. And also, like I always say, fear finds anyone, and eventually it'll find you. And I will see you in the next video.